broadcaster. You are listening to studio-based off-tube commentary of Brazil against Haiti from the Philadelphia Stadium. On the VAR tonight is Willie Delejon. So we're just about ready to get underway. Brazil, as I say, 2 changes made for them. Matheus Cunha, I won't expect him to be playing as an out-and-out striker. He will try and wander off backwards in search of the ball, I'm sure. That will give them every chance to get the likes of Rafinha and Vinicius Jr. and even Lucas Paqueta beyond the Manchester United man. Jean-Rikner Bergard is on a yellow card for Haiti. This is Casemiro of Brazil. He's got 3 yellow card usually. Bruno Guimaraes and Casemiro, and indeed Casemiro did pick up their only yellow card against Morocco. Quick clean of the glasses from the experienced Carlo Ancelotti. Well, he's won just about everything else. He's up against Sebastian Mignet today, and has brought Haiti back to this competition for the first time in over 50 years. The last time they appeared at the competition was back in 1974, a naive qualifier. Although they had won the Gold Cup the previous year. They are now a team littered with top European experience in the likes of Bellegarde, Marcus, Casemiro, and so forth. Perhaps the most famous player they've got is Wilson Isidore, and he's been dropped down to the bench for this one. On the bench, we expect to see him at a latter stage in this game, by which time they will be hoping, Haiti, that they are still very much in this game. Philadelphia is the place to be. There's a lot of yellow amongst the healthy crowd in this stadium. A quick final prayer from Gabriel, who looks to bounce back from the heartbreak of a Champions League penalty miss in the final for Arsenal against Paris Saint-Germain. Top-heavy Brazilian contingent in this wonderful, fabulous open-air dome. A sweltering day is followed by a humid night in Philadelphia as we get underway. Haiti in all white, Brazil in their change colours of all dark blue. And it's a long thrust forward early on from Alisson in the Brazil goal. 0-0 then as we get ourselves underway here in Philadelphia. It's one back in the midfield by Bellegarde. Bellegarde and Zunzak, much depending on their performance in the middle of the midfield. They've gone with 3 at the back in Arde, Duvin coming in, and Delcroix. It's going to be brought out from the back by Gabriel. Cross from Casemiro to Maquinos, back again to Casemiro. Down the line to Vinicius Jr. Wonderful goal he got against Morocco. Certainly a player that we are looking forward to seeing. Hopefully at his very best at this competition. Vinicius Jr. And goes Guimaraes. Referee says play on, and it's wise wisdom from the referee as well. Rafinha in towards the edge of the penalty area. Brazil trying to play their way through, but there's lots of white shirts back there. One of them has been fouled, and that one being Martin Experience, who is the wing back for Haiti. Comes back inside and just gets caught as he dragged the ball back. Guimaraes took his trailing leg, brought him down. Referee had a good view, bided his time, waited his moment, lifted his whistle, and blew it promptly. Brazil 0, Haiti 0. Group C. The second game for these two sides. No, Morocco won earlier on against the Scots by 1-0. This is the opportunity for Brazil to flex their muscles. Haiti know that if they are to progress in this competition, they've got to do two things tonight. One, pick up their first ever point at the Worlds, having lost all 3 games in the group stages in 1974. It's only the second time that they've ever qualified. This is a stadium with very little in the way of cover, so you'll be pleased to know there's no rain forecast tonight. By the way, it's a fantastic stadium, this. I hope if you're scared of heights, you're not in the top tier tonight, because it is so vastly high. Some of the stadium in this competition is bewildering. Here's Vinicius Jr., steps inside, tries to get away from Zuzue. Casimir. He's gone down as Vinicius Jr. and won a free kick off of Jean-Jacques. Nifty challenge by Zunzak. Only Zunzak with the challenge, and then he just brushes aside the same player again, Vinicius Jr., and the referee's given another free kick. 2 quick fouls there. I don't think it was actually the foul by Zunzak, because the player down was Douglas Santos holding his toes. The referee's reaching for his pocket, whether he's got the yellow card out or not. It was a pretty nasty challenge, actually. Do you know what? If VAR get their eyes on that, he could be in a little bit of problem there, Karlan Zirkus, because that went right over the top and onto the top of the foot of the goalkeeper. Brazil have got the ball in the net with a strike from the edge of the box, but the whistle had long gone for a foul on Arcus. But Arcus got a yellow card there, and that could easily be upgraded to a red. You know, he's gone straight over the top, and his challenge lands right on the boot. It's a pretty bad challenge by Zunzak. There was some confusion as to whether it was Zunzak or Arcus who got the yellow card. I thought it was Arcus. The statistics are saying it was Zunzak. Arcus has been accredited with the yellow card. There's a long ball over the top. He's not going to catch that one, Rafina. Drifts away from him and straight behind for a goal kick. Brazil not in their famous yellow tonight, but in all dark blue with a bit of green and yellow trimming. Haiti in all white. And those Haitians that have made the journey are adding to a splendid atmosphere in this expansive arena. For nearly 5 minutes exactly gone now in this game. And the goal kick has just been overturned into a corner. Goalkeeper was ready to take the goal kick there, and Vinicius Jr. went running up to where the goal kick had been placed on the edge of the 6-yard box and kicked it out to the far side. I thought that for a moment they might have touched the ball and it'd been live, but Brazil were wise to it. In comes the corner, flying away at it was Gabriel. Couldn't quite get a touch. It's been won back by Rafinha, back to the halfway line, and Paqueta, who's playing as the last man at the back there. He's playing as the central defender at the moment, Paqueta. It's gone back to him again from Douglas Santos. He's now got reinforcements back there, which I think he'll probably be glad to see. Maquinos back in his usual position. The Brazilian captain Paris Saint-Germain, two big trophies again this season. He's evergreen. He's a Paris Saint-Germain legend, isn't he? He's been there for so many years. Long ball forward into the corner. He's going to do well to keep that one in, Rafinha. He does well to slide in and prevent the goal kick from going behind, and instead it's a throw to Haiti right on their own corner flag. If you're just joining us, 6.5 minutes gone in Philadelphia. It's Brazil 0, Haiti 0. A game that you can, of course, watch on your local or national television broadcaster, as well as joining us right here for our commentary, off-tube, studio-based commentary of this one. Brazil on the defensive, and out comes their goalkeeper, making No gambles. Allison slides out and claims the ball, bowls it out, underarm to Gabriel. Now out to the right-hand side, Danilo. Danilo now 34 years of age. Plays for Flamengo in his homeland of Brazil. Versatile defender who can play anywhere along the back line. Certainly brings some experience in at right back, where manager Carlo Ancelotti felt there was the need for the change. Into the midfield, and a neat touch by Paqueta. Out wide is Vinicius Jr. on the left-hand side, comes inside and then slips over, manages to bounce back. Really quick reactions from Vinicius Jr., who's danced down the line, got to the byline, slipped it past the defender, and that's where his adventure ends, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. Well, he certainly got the better of Zonkovan Duvan there, did Vinicius Jr., but then that's where he couldn't physically get past the defender once the ball had gone. Looking at the ref cam to see if there was any foul here. Into the penalty area, slips past the defender, bumps into him. There's no real movement from the defender, he just stood his ground, and so there won't be a penalty overturned or ruled by the VAR on that one. Brazil 0, Haiti 0. Just over 8 minutes, nearly 8.5 minutes gone. Haiti have a free kick, and if they could get their noses in front in this game, it would raise more than the odd eyebrow around the world. There is Zonkovan Duvan into the side. 2 changes for Brazil, 2 changes for Haiti. Here is Bellegarde of Wolves. And the ball played down the line to Piero. First time we've really seen the front man for Haiti. Into the feet of Providence. Providence winning a throw-in over on the far side. In fact, that throw-in has gone the way of Brazil, which didn't go down too well with Martin Experience, who says, surely not. Experience, the right wing back, sorry, left wing back. And, they've won it again here with Experience, and he's done well to get it out wide to this near side. And Arcus tries to play it firmly inside. Casemiro is there to block it. Out for a throw. Throw to Haiti. Over the edge of the penalty area, attacking position. Threaded back out wide again by the right-sided player Zuzue Casemiro. Cross doesn't come in for Marcus, but they do go back and they do retain possession. This is Duvern, long ball, he's not going to catch that one, I'm afraid. Zuzue Casemiro throws his arms up in the air to say, give me a chance. He didn't get much of a chance there. Brazil, all their flair, their colour and their noise have yet to really get going in this game. We've played 10 solid minutes. Brazil have yet to create anything, as have Haiti. It's a case of 2 sides feeling their way into this game. Brazil have been dominant without ripping up the roots of any big trees. With the Arsenal man Gabriel to the PSG man Makinos, both pivotal in the recent Champions League, where they played against one another, very much with one another today. Danilo down the right-hand side, plays it into Bruno Guimaraes, can't get the cross in. It does come off of Ricardo Arde. It touched I thought it touched a Paris Saint-Germain player last on the far side. Didn't, because Paris Saint-Germain had got the throw it. Now the ball has come over to this near side, but Gabriel has been bumped by Francis Piero. Piero immediately saying to the Arsenal man to get up, but he takes his time before rising back to his feet. The free kick is given, and Brazil can now get back down that right-hand side with Danilo. On the overlap is Rafinha, runs away, nearly come through there to Mateus Cunha, who is playing as the out-and-out striker. A little scoop over the top, and this is Rafinha, and that's a brilliant finish. First chance of the game, and Rafinha was ultra-critical and ultra-clinical, but will the goal stand? That's the big question. This one will go to VAR. Initially, the flag has gone up, the goal has been disallowed, the Brazilian players have not celebrated, the Brazilian fans, well, they're just celebrating regardless of the fact that the goal has been disallowed. Now VAR will probably look at that. Now the referee seems quite keen to try and get the game going. He's placed the ball in a free kick position, but his hand is up in the air as if to say, hold on a minute. VAR have had their check, and they have confirmed that Rafinha was just a little too quick on his run forward and was in an offside position. So Rafinha with a disallowed goal. And remains 0-0. That goal coming on 12 minutes. He got away with one there. Paquetá. It's a nice ball. Out wide is Rafinha. Well, you look at the two wingers, he certainly lives in the shadow of Vinicius Junior, does Rafinha, former Leeds man. Now at Barcelona, the flag is up again on the far side. This time it's not Rafinha. It's Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes gets a mouthful off of Rafinha for something over there. Brazil 0, Haiti 0. 13 minutes gone. Just the one chance in the game. Brilliant finish by Rafinha, but he was offside. Douglas Santos into Gabriel, across to Maquinos, who looks to the run down the right-hand side of Danilo. He checks back. Casemiro using the outside of his right boot to get it back to the Arsenal man. Gabriel over the halfway line. Two nearest players to him are both wearing white shirts, so he doesn't take too many chances there. Maquinos and Gabriel combining to get the ball out wide to the right-hand side, and Danilo. His defence so far has stood its ground. Are they going to win a free kick there? No. Oh yes, they are. Providence is tripped up as he tried to swivel inside. Just having a look at the goal again. And as he makes that run, he just makes that run a split second too quick and is beyond the last defender, Duvern, and that's why he's offside. Agony for Rafinha. 0-0 here, 14.5 minutes gone. It's back with the goalkeeper, Johnny Placide. He's the skipper for Haiti. Paquetá. Just a little bit of contact there as Paquetá tries to wriggle his way down the left. He's gone down for a second time and won a throw-in on this near side, taken by Douglas Santos. Santos of Zenit St. Petersburg, making his 13th appearance for his country today. Here come Brazil. Rafinha dribbles inside. He's done well. Rafinha tries to lift it out towards the left-hand side. It's quickly diverted back from whence it came. It's a long chip forward, not a very good one actually by Gabriel. It travels all the way through to Johnny Placide, the goalkeeper for Haiti, and it remains Brazil 0, Haiti 0. Well, the original Ronaldo and Ronaldinho are standing, chuckling together. I say standing, sitting and chuckling together in the stands. Their pomp, those two were quite something, were they? They're looking for their current day live wires to get something going here. Mateus Cunha trying to play the release ball through the middle towards Rafinha, but again, those white-shirted defenders are there in numbers. They're playing with two wing-backs who are virtually full-backs. That line of five at the back is there for all to see as Brazil look to try and break them down. Brazil 0, Haiti 0, 16 minutes gone. Gabriel inside, Casemiro on the halfway line. He's got the centre circle to himself pretty much. And now it's Maquinos. That's not a bad ball. Long ball down the right-hand side, and just happy to turn it behind for a corner was Zuckervan Duvern, with Rafinha travelling after him at speed. So a corner to Brazil, and their colourful supporters here in huge numbers tonight, looking to see if their side can get their noses in front and progress up to the top of the tree in Group C. Group winners get the favourable draw, of course. That's what Brazil are after. Can they get their opening goal? In comes the cross, up goes Gabriel. Come all the way through to Vinicius Jr. Beats two, tries to dribble inside and chip it to the far post. Put too much on it. It does take a spin off a defender and will be another Brazil corner. Brazil 0, Haiti 0, 17 on the clock. It's a corner over on that far side of the pitch. And it comes from Rafinha, up to try and flick it on Makinos. Volleyed back in first time. Up goes Gabriel. It was a great ball in first time from Rafinha. Not many players would have hit that one first time, and it was a good placement. Makinos again, high ball in towards the edge of the penalty area, headed back by Carlens Arcus. Roger in France, very quick. And that's why he is where he is tonight, up against the live wire Vinicius Jr. That could be an interesting matchup, Carlens Arcus against Vinicius Jr. Here come Haiti. It's with Providence. Picked up in the midfield by Danley Zuzak. Now it's with Duvern on the right-hand side of that back three, which is essentially a back five. Here is the aforementioned Arcus, and then Zuzak again. Arcus once more. Is it out wide? This is a chance to come inside from Casimir. They've gone back to the halfway line, but they've still got it here, Haiti. Duvern into the midfield. Zuzak again. That's a good turn. Gets it out wide. This is Casimir again. Casimir running towards the edge of the penalty area. Riding three challenges, getting it out wide. This is Arcus. Chips the ball into the far post. It's just got too much weight on it. And escapes away from Martin Experience. But they did pour some white shirts forward there, did Haiti. Free kick has been given to Brazil. But that was better play. That's the most fluid they've been so far. Great overlapping down the right-hand side from Carlens Arcus. He was offside. As the cross came in, he put too much on it, and it was just out of the reach of Martin Experience. And they've got to nearly 20 minutes here, Haiti, and it's still 0-0. They gave Scotland a run for their money. Scotland winning 1-0. It's a group that's going to go to the wire, whatever the result here. If Brazil don't win this one, they're going to have to beat Scotland. Of third place teams will be through to the round of 64, no, round of 32. We haven't got 64 in the competition. The round of 32. First time this competition has ever had a round of 32. And Scotland have never reached the knockout phase. I thought Steve Clarke's taken an awful lot of notice on the scoreline here. He's probably expecting a Brazil win, but with the exception of the disallowed goal, they haven't created much so far. But here is Vinicius Jr. His first touch wasn't great. The first touch actually was non-existent, but he let it travel across his body, tries to lash the shot in. It hits a defender. He gets a second bite of the cherry, does Vinicius Jr. But that's really good defending by Zonde van Duvan, and he's managed to stop the cross coming in from Douglas Santos, and it's gone behind. It looks like it's going to be a goal kick. I thought for a moment they were going to give a corner, but it's in fact a throw-in. It dropped the other side of the corner flag. It's a long throw from Duvern up towards the halfway line, returned forward again by Casemiro, so good in the air, lifted into the box by Danilo, and it's put behind nervously by Carlens Arcus for perhaps an unnecessary corner to concede for Haiti. So Brazil corner in the 22nd minute now of the game. Cross is Rafinha to take the corner. Now, of course, of Barcelona, once of Leeds. 36th cap. One more goal would take him to 10 for Brazil. He thought he had that earlier, but the offside flag denied him even the celebration. Here come Haiti, though. Up to the halfway line with Providence. Providence trying to loosen the ball through to two defenders for Brazil towards Piero, but it was dealt with, and it's a through ball. It's Rafinha, and this time he chips the goalkeeper and he puts it just wide. Well, that was a big chance straight through the middle, and Brazil thought that they had struck gold there, and it's Rafinha again. And it's Rafinha that finds himself once again just offside. The flag did go up belatedly, not until the chip from Rafinha had dropped inches past the post and wide for a goal kick anyway. Well, he's had the two big moments in the game. There's Rafinha chipping wide there, but offside. Scoring earlier, but offside. He's got to try and time those runs to perfection, but they've got to be very, very careful, Haiti, because those runs from Vinicius Junior, Cunha, Rafinha, and to a lesser extent Paqueta and Guimaraes have got to be tracked better. They can't keep relying on the offside flag to bail them out. And poor finishing as he was on that case. Ricardo Arde in the centre of that three-man stroke five-man defence for Haiti. They've given the ball away. This is Cunha, plays it through, Casemiro. Now it's Vinicius Junior, gets it onto that left foot of his, inside the penalty area, trying to box his way through. Vinicius Junior misses, but the rebound goes in. It's going to go down as an own goal. Claiming the goal is Matheus Cunha. But whilst Brazil celebrate taking the leads, I think it may well go down as an own goal. But Matheus Cunha leads the celebrations, and Brazil finally had the breakthrough after 23 minutes, and it was coming. You felt it was coming. You felt it was only a matter of time before Haiti crumbled under the pressure, and Brazil have the lead and celebrate in their numbers. It's a good finish. As Vinicius Junior gets the ball in the box, takes on the defender, tries to shoot, he's saved by the goalkeeper, but it definitely came off of Hannes Lecroix, and it's he that scores the own goal. But he, actually, do you know what? It is going to be Matheus Cunha's goal. Lecroix's come in, he's made the challenge, he's knocked it against Cunha, and Cunha got the last touch. It came off his left shin inadvertently. He got the last touch, and so the goal will go to Cunha. I felt like it was an own goal, but whilst a huge slice of the touch came off of Lecroix, the last tiny little touch from Cunha was the one that diverted the ball into the corner of the net to make it Brazil 1, Haiti 0. Well, it's unfortunate for Lecroix. He had to make the challenge there. He just so happened to knock it straight against the Manchester United man, who says thank you very much. He'll be playing Champions League football next season, will Cunha. There has been a bit of a check from VAR. It all has been cleared, and we are now ready to restart. Well, you felt that goal was coming, didn't you? Rafinha scoring and then putting one wide. Both of those were offside. If they got the runs right, they were always going to be in with a chance, and Brazil ahead. Could argue that Arcus on a yellow card could have had a red. But that would have made this a complete mismatch and probably would have extracted any competitiveness that there is between these two. Cunha accredited with the goal. Only second for Brazil in this, his 21st appearance. It's the hydration break time here at the Philadelphia Stadium. A huge three-tiered dome. And it's still very humid here tonight. There's no sunshine to bake these players, but there is certainly lots of humidity to enforce this hydration break. So just to recap, Brazil in front thanks to a goal from Matheus Cunha after Rafinha had given them the lead but was offside, and then he'd gone through one-on-one, chipped the goalkeeper and put it wide. Again he was offside. Third big chance of the game brushed off of Cunha and in off of the clearance by Delcroix after the initial shot was saved by Placide to keep out Vinicius Junior. So are both coaches taking this opportunity to speak to their players. As we await the return of the two teams from this hydration break. Brazil leading by 1-0. Be sure to watch the action from this Group C match through your local, regional or national television broadcaster. You are listening to audio off-tube, studio-based commentary as Brazil take on Haiti in Group C here in Philadelphia. Match officials, all five of them in deep conversation. Brazil leading by 1-0. The goal coming from Cunha. Carlo Ancelotti's side leading, and at 1-0. Well, the referee's out, the players are out, and Douglas Santos has the ball in his hands, ready to take this throw in and restart the game for Brazil. 28 minutes have elapsed. The hydration break is a 3-minute interlude, but the clock continues to run. So you will never see a board raised by the fourth official at half-time or full-time that will have less than 3 on it, because that's a mandatory number bolted to the end of the 45-minute first half and the 45-minute second half. Brazil in possession with Cunha. A long ball down the middle by Paquetá. It's brilliant. It's Rafinha, tries to stab it past the goalkeeper. Perhaps went a little bit early there because he certainly got the better of Arde, but didn't put enough power on the attempt towards goal. It was easy in the end for Johnny Placide, but that could have easily been 2-0 for Brazil. And once again, it's Rafinha whose pace and trickery down that right-hand side is where Brazil are looking at the most dangerous at the moment. Here's Marquinhos at the edge of his own penalty area for Brazil, the captain of Brazil. It's with Gabriel. Back into Marquinhos. Wide to Danilo. Back into Marquinhos again. Very experienced rear guard for Brazil, which could be the foundation of who knows what. Well, there's no doubt their best 11 on the pitch, close to what they have tonight, is capable of going very, very deep in this competition. Staggering stat that I dug out the other day is that in the last 8 of these competitions, being played every 4 years, Brazil have never failed to reach the last 8. To go back to the last World Cup in the USA for the last time that they were eliminated from this competition before the quarter-final stage, as Vinicius Junior is sent down the left-hand side, latches onto the over-the-top ball from Douglas Santos, but went a little too soon. The offside trap from that back 5 of Haiti working quite well every time it needs to be sprung into action. It has worked with the flag raising, but they've got to be very, very careful because it's a tight game to play. Here's Rafinha, couldn't quite control, swept away by Hannes Lecroix. Lecroix again winning the second ball, but it's picked up by Marquinhos in a midfield position. But they've got a man down at the moment in Martin Experience, and Haitian players are surrounding referee Alejandro Hernandez. So then they want a free kick. There's a big argument going on over there. Rafinha is part of it. I don't think there was an awful lot in the challenge, to be perfectly honest. Seeing the ref cam of the goal as Vinicius Junior cut inside, got the shot away, saved by the goalkeeper. And, that was Cunha that got the final touch. Inadvertent touch, but one that will give him his First goal in this competition. Paqueta. Paqueta, once of West Ham United, of course, now with Flamengo, flying high in the Brazilian Serie A. He's made the run into the penalty area, he very nearly latched onto it as well. Now the second ball from Douglas Santos, over to the right-hand side. Rafinha trying to get the better of Martin Experience. Experience has done really well to hang on to his every move, and he's taken the ball off of him and he's wriggled his way past Rafinha, and then it's put out by Danilo on the far side. And Haiti have escaped further punishment from the Brazilians there. Brazil 1, Haiti 0. A goal from Matheus Cunha. One of two changes made by the Brazilians for this one. Even out Thiago of Brentford for this game. And now Haiti out towards the left-hand side. Ruben Providence. Cross is way too deep and flies beyond everyone and out for a goal kick. That was a poor delivery from Ruben Providence. This stadium pretty much full to the rafters, and huge number of crowd in yellow tonight, giving support to Brazil, who have had so far 56% of the possession. That does include 7% in contest. I don't like these three-way splits for the possession. As once it's 56, essentially it's near a 70. It's a great little through ball into the path of Franci Piero. Piero trying to make room for the shot, can't quite wriggle his way into a shooting position. Casemiro, and it's cleared away by Guimaraes, who thumps the ground. It's going to be a corner to Haiti, their first of the game. 34 minutes almost played. First corner of the game to Haiti. The fourth ever game at the finals of this competition. Ended in defeat against Scotland. This is their fifth. Can they find their first ever points at the finals of this competition? Now on the outside is Carlen Zerkus, matched pound for pound by Vinicius Junior, who proves he's got the beating of Arcus in the opposite direction too. Good defending by Vinicius Junior. It's going to be a Brazil throw up towards the halfway line, inside their own half, right in front of the Haitian technical area. Carlos Ancelotti, despite the humidity, he's in his three-piece suit tonight, tailored to perfection. He's always the smart man. He's a smart manager, isn't he? In more sense than one. Guimaraes loses out, 2-1. Swept forward by Bellegarde. Taken by Zunzak. Zunzak rides a challenge. And now it's with Providence on the left-hand side for Haiti, just over the halfway line. Leaves it to Bellegarde again. Bellegarde lays it on to Experience. In fact, it's not Experience, it's De Croix. Now Experience on the left-hand side. Back inside once more. This is good possession from Haiti. Jean-Rigner Bellegarde of Wolves. Back to Lecroix. Had a big part to play in that only goal of the game so far. His clearance coming off of Matheus Cunha and in. Bad position. It's the Vinicius Junior through the middle, and this is a chance for Cunha. Oh my word, there's no doubt that he's going to claim that one. His second goal of the game. He celebrates in style with the Brazilian fans, and Brazil take complete control of this Group C match. It's the second goal for Cunha. Brazil 2, Haiti 0, and that one was rattled into the top corner after the layoff, which was inch perfect from Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior with the assist, Matheus Cunha with the goal. Brazil 2, Haiti 0, 9 minutes to go to half-time, and you feel that the competition has just been extracted from this particular match. 2-0 to the Brazilians. It's a great finish from Cunha. And it shows what he's capable of. He's a fiery character, at times, but Vinicius Junior picks the ball up on the turn on the halfway line, bides his time and sweeps it sideways as he enters the penalty area. Cunha, he makes the run off the shoulder of the defender. He waits for the ball to come across him, a touch outside the box, he plays it inside. His second touch is a swing of the left foot, and he finds a space between the goalkeeper and the near post to slam home a second goal for Brazil. Brazil 2, Haiti 0. Matheus Cunha with both the goals. Very good finish that from Cunha. So, complete control now for the Brazilians. Have they exerted themselves to their full extent? No, of course they've not. But listen, you don't need to be at your very best in these type of games. It's all about the 3 points, getting the ball in the net, getting the bag, the points in the bag, and getting yourself into the knockout stages of the competition. And that's par for the course at the moment for Brazil, who lead here by 2 goals to 0. And they've got themselves a free kick because the offside flag has gone up against Zezé Casemiro. Cleared away by Gabriel. It's a nice play by Paqueta. Played it inside, but it was given away by Guimaraes. One back here. It's a drag back, which brings down Cunha. He's on a hat-trick now. Much is being said about the race for the want to be top scorer in this competition. Messi is leading the way, of course. There are plenty of high-profile suitors not far behind after one played match. Cunha, remember, didn't start the first match. Comes in today. He scored 2. And he's just 1 behind Messi now. Bruno Guimaraes is having a long chat with Carlo Ancelotti, who's just handing over some basic instructions. Vinicius Junior has gone to check on his wingman Rafinha on the far side, who's hunched down. The medical staff for Brazil are on. That's Rodrigo, Lansmar and Andre Akancho. He's gone down, and not sure the extent of the problem here for Rafinha. He's kind of crouched down, and he stayed crouched down. And as soon as the medics have got there, he's back on his feet again. And he's going to have to make his way to the near touchline. I'm not sure what the problem is there, but he seems to be moving a-okay. And he's going to have to come off. Here's the Brazilian Rafinha. He's obviously done something. He seems to be moving okay, but something has gone there, which means that Rayan is going to come on of Bournemouth. Exciting young talent, the 19-year-old, fast emerging. And Rayan comes on. Well, that's an interesting one, isn't it? He scored the goal, it was disallowed, then he went through one-on-one, chipped it past the goalkeeper, went wide, that was offside as well. So he's had a bit of a mixed bag tonight. He's basically played quite well, Rafinha, but he's gone off injured, and I don't know the extent of that injury, but he went down, and it was quite clear that he knew whatever it was, he wasn't going to be able to carry on. He was consoled by Vinicius Junior. Something somewhere has gone there, and you have to question whether we're going to see Rafinha any further in this competition. You have to do that because you get the feeling that the Brazilian number 11 has picked up an injury there, and the immediate question has to be, how long is that going to sideline him for? Because even a slight strain that keeps him out for 2 weeks will keep him out to the deeper stages of the knockout phases of this competition. Brazil 2, Haiti 0. Careful pass back from Ricardo Arde. Arde, who plays in Mexico for Laru Quito. Experienced defender, 62nd cap for him today. Here come Haiti down the right-hand side. Casemiro pulls it back to the edge of the penalty area, but it's dealt with pretty easily by Danilo. This is Ryan. He's gone all the way back to his captain, Maquinas. Haiti have a player down at the moment, and Brazil reluctantly surrender possession to the near touchline. It's Casemiro that's gone down. He's just holding his knee. I don't think it's anything major. He's going to be okay. And they've brought on a rack of cold drinks of the Haiti medics. Haiti medics are Leandra Osh and Andre Duplay. Brazilian fans enjoying their experience in Philadelphia. They are leading here by 2-0, and Haiti, 2.5 minutes from half time, you would feel have to score the next goal in this game to stand any chance of taking anything from the game. They would have to beat Morocco on the last game in Group C to stand any chance of going through, and even then it's a big ask, because it would mean that Brazil and Morocco and Scotland all have a win in the bag, so even a win for Haiti against Morocco, if they lost tonight, might not be enough to lift them off the bottom of the Group C table, which is where most people expected them to be. Third place is not a guarantee of a place in the round of 32. There will be plenty of third place teams that will make it. Cunha inside to Paqueta. He's a really good player, Paqueta. But Brazil trying to keep astride of their opponents by keeping the possession. This is Gabriel. This is Paqueta on the left-hand side. Wide to Vinicius Jr. Paqueta again to the feet of Cunha. Cunha spinning after playing the ball off to Vinicius Jr. But Vinicius Jr. was checked there by Carlin Zarcus, who made the block. Carlin Zarcus is the wing-back marking Vinicius Jr. And whilst he's been fairly solid, he does have that yellow card, which could have been a red in my eyes. It wasn't even checked by VAR. So we're into the final minute of the 45 at the end of the first half. Remember, 3 minutes of hydration break time to come, plus whatever else the fourth official adds on. We'll find out in a minute. Here is our cross coming in from Ryan. Came off of him last, and it will be a goal kick. He doesn't agree with it, the Bournemouth man. Well, he's a Bournemouth player. If column inches, headlines and gossip are to be believed in whatever media you happen to follow, then he might not be a Bournemouth player next season, especially if he impresses at this World Cup. And if Rafinha's injury is potentially an end to his participation in the competition, then maybe Ryan has the ticket to go and take on everyone in the world on that right-hand side for Brazil. Only 19 years of age, certainly a talent, isn't he? He's another fantastic discovery from Bournemouth. Gabriel to Vinicius Jr. Wide to Mateus Cunha, who's decided to come and play as the left wing-back for a moment. 2 goals so far from him. He's got both the goals, and Brazil leading by 2-0. Cunha back to the Arsenal man, Gabriel. It's Maquinas into the feet of Guimaraes. Aims to go right and directs himself in the opposite direction. Paqueta, that's a foul on Gabriel, or at least it should have been, but the referee's played a really good advantage, and off goes Vinicius Jr. darting down the left-hand side, checking back just outside the penalty area, wide on the left. Can he get the cross in? Stabs it to the far post, trying to attack it was Paqueta. It's just too high for him, and making a struggle to get the ball away at Haiti. It's won back by Maquinas. So was it Maquinas? Sorry, by Casemiro. Casemiro, as he jumped there, jumped into one of the Haiti players. Shakes his head The former Manchester United player now, Casemiro, yet to understand where he's going to be playing his football next season. We played a minute and a half of 6 minutes of added on time, by the way. 3 more minutes plus 3 from the hydration break. So 6 minutes of first half stoppage time. 1 goal from Cunha, become 2 goals from Cunha. And whilst he had very little say in how the first one went in, the second was a splendid finish. And the ball over the top, and Vinicius Junior is away. This is Vinicius Junior, goalkeeper to beat, 3-0. Brazil have flexed their muscles and they're on their way to their first 3-point haul in this competition. And it looks like they are heading on goal difference to the top of the tree in Group C. And it's Vinicius Junior, scorer in the first game against Morocco. Scores his second goal in the competition, through with a goalkeeper to beat, and he wasn't fazed by the situation. Slotted it beyond Placide to make it Brazil 3, Haiti 0 in first half stoppage time. And Brazil well and truly in control now. There's no stopping them really. The ball over the top was a cracking ball from Paqueta. It's a really good ball, and he's coming in from the left-hand side. It's not the easiest angle. He's by no means square onto the goal. He's coming in from the angle, but he's so quick. He gets away from the defenders. He's got 10-yard head start almost there because of his pace. That's how quick Vinicius Junior is. He waits for the goalkeeper to commit. He lifts his left foot, and that's where he just slides it underneath him, pokes it under the foot of the goalkeeper. And Vinicius Junior has 2 in 2 in this competition. Brazil are on their way to the top in Group C. It's 3-0. Good finish that from Vinicius Junior. Great ball from Paqueta. Said earlier, I think he's a cracking player, Paqueta. Don't think West Ham got the best tune out of him by any means. Brazil 3, Haiti 0. Well, be sure to watch the Group C match we are covering here on your local, regional or national television broadcaster. Gabriel has been fouled again, by the way, and a yellow card has been shown, I think, to Franci Piero. Yeah, Franci Piero gets a yellow card. In the meantime, well, you're listening to studio-based, off-tube commentary of Brazil against Haiti. Brazil leading 3-0. We're following the action at the Florida Stadium. Piero confirmed as the latest recipient of a yellow card. Second yellow card of the game. They've gone to Arcus and Piero for Haiti, who trail here by 3-0, and their existence in this competition is fast fading away. They haven't scored yet. They've conceded 4. They have no points on the board, and they've only played a game and a half. And you feel that a hefty defeat here today would leave them requiring snookers, so to speak. It's a good turn. This is Cunha. Plays it inside. It was a bit of a telegraph pass to Bruno Guimaraes, and it's been brought away in the midfield by Bellegarde. Bellegarde has a look up, tries to play a through ball towards Casemiro, but that's good defending by Brazil and by Gabriel. Been one back in the midfield by Zunzak, though. Now Bellegarde again, trying to drive this Haiti team forward. A Haiti team that left Isidore on the bench, Wilson Isidore of Sunderland. Brazil winning the ball back, edge of their own penalty area. Paqueta drafts it forward, and that's a great ball through the middle towards Vinicius Junior again. It was pinged with pace, but it was just about cut out by Duvan. Coming deep to rescue the ball. Zunzak out towards the left-hand side, taken down on the chest by Providence. Providence just in it, down the Almere City player, plays in the Eredivisie in the Netherlands. A number of players playing around Europe of Haiti. Probably the highest profile being Bellegarde of Wolverhampton Wanderers, and the Sunderland striker Wilson Isidore. And, well, 2 goals from Matheus Cunha in this first half, and adding to that in stoppage time, Vinicius Jr. making it 3-0 with his second goal in the competition. Group C looks like it's going to be topped come the end of this one by Brazil. They lead at half-time by 3-0. Haiti as good as out of the competition with a defeat here. And they are heading, you would feel, on their way to a hefty one here. 3-0 at half-time to Brazil. Second half to come right after this break.
Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok.
Welcome back to Philadelphia at half-time. Brazil leading 3-0 at half-time against Haiti. Haiti have made a couple of changes at half-time. Wilson Isidore of Sunderland comes on. Looks like he's going to lead the line with Pirot going off. They've also taken off Arcos in the right wing-back position. Those two that have gone off both on a yellow card to clear themselves of those two yellow cards. The second player to come on is Dominic Simon. He plays for Tatran Prizov. Well, Brazil comfortably in control of this game. 2 goals from Matheus Cunha. That's the one from Vinicius Junior. So we're off and underway in the second half. And Brazil comfortably in control of this game. You would think they're on their way to 3 points here. It would take an absolute competition blockbuster, but not to be the case. Brazil 3, Haiti 0. Brazil out for the second half in there, all dark blue, and they're leading here by 3 goals to 0. This is Vinicius Junior, wins a throw-in on the left-hand side. Brazil all dark blue, as I mentioned. Alisson in goal, Danilo, Marquinhos, Gabriel and Douglas Santos the back for Guimaraes, Casemiro and Paquetá in midfield. Vinicius Junior on the left. It's Rayon on the right who's come on for the injured Rafinha. I'm not sure what the early diagnosis is, but it doesn't look good for Rafinha. Something clearly has gone there. Matheus Cunha in tonight up top, and he's got both. Well, he's got 2 goals. He got both goals. There was a 3rd goal, of course, from Vinicius Junior just before half-time. Brazil keeping possession inside their own half. Gives me a chance to quickly run through the Haiti team as it is now, which is Johnny Placide in goal, Ade, Duvern and De Croix at the back. Experience and Simon are the 2 wing-backs. Zunzak and Bellegarde in midfield, with Providence and Casemiro trying to get forward and support Wilson Isidore in attack, who's on the Sunderland man for the second half. I don't know why they didn't start from the off with Isidore, because they weren't getting much change out of their front man in the first half, who's gone off. A little back heel by Martin Experience, and goes out of play. Doesn't quite link up with Ruben Providence. Providence is a bit disconsolate for the back heel from the midfield man Martin Experience, who plays for Nancy in France. Usually a fullback, but he's playing in midfield today. Brazil 3, Haiti 0. Are listening to studio-based off-tube commentary of Brazil against Haiti from Group C. Game being played at the Philadelphia Stadium. It's been given away rather cheaply there by Danilo towards the edge of the penalty area. The shot was blocked by Gabriel and cleared by Marquinhos, but there was a chance for Isidore, and it was sloppy defending really from Danilo rather. And here is Paquetá, who's had a fabulous game in the midfield for Brazil, pulling the strings, giving the ball here to Casemiro. Just helped on at the back by Danilo, joining in on the midfield. This is Paquetá again, goes to the return from Vinicius Junior, doesn't quite get it. It's with Zinzak. Zinzak plays it inside to Zoriznak, Bellegarde, Wolverhampton Wanderers. Casemiro beating him. Casemiro going down. Bruno Guimaraes winning a free kick, in fact, not Casemiro. Foul was from Dominic Simon. One of the 2 changes made at half-time. Wilson Isidore being the other sub to come onto the field of play. Danilo all the way back to Marquinhos. Now it's Gabriel. A little bit of pressure from Wilson Isidore. Decides to go back to his goalkeeper, Alisson Becker. No disrespect to the Liverpool goalkeeper. I think you and I could both have played in goal tonight for Brazil and comfortably kept a clean sheet so far. It's a stroll in the park in Pennsylvania. Brazil look to build on their lead. Guimaraes. What about the through ball? Holds it up, plays it out towards the right-hand side. Rayan's beaten to it. It's good defending, in fact, by Experience. The name Experience suggesting he's got experience. Well, he's got 27 years behind him. Reliable, fairly experienced, and did well there against Rayan. Haiti looking to bring the ball away. Well, their existence in this competition, with no point to the -4 goal difference after 1.5 games, does suggest that they will be heading home after the Morocco game. There's still hope that they would have to beat Morocco if they are going to lose this one. And it does look like they're going to lose this one. Can't see Brazil shipping 3 goals for the draw. It's with the Arsenal man on the far side. Gabriel gets it back again from Douglas Santos. Douglas Santos playing tonight in the left back position over on the far side. The Zenit St. Petersburg player in his 13th cap. Back to Alisson in goal. Back out again to Gabriel. Back again to Alisson. Oh, great skills from Alisson. He was flying in there, did Wilson Isidore, to try and take it off the Liverpool goalkeeper, who sold him a great dummy. Can't quite keep it in play on this near side, Paqueta. And that's going to be a throw in to Haiti, taken by Experience, all the way back to Hannes Lecroix. 2 goals from Matthias Cunha of Manchester United, 1 goal from Vinicius Junior of Barcelona, and it's 3-0 to the Brazilians in Group C. Looks as if it's going to be topped by Brazil on goal difference. Through ball into the penalty area. He's not going to get to that one, Wilson Isidore. But already he's looked more lively up front, Isidore, than he did in the entirety of the first half. It was actually José Casemiro who couldn't quite keep it in play on the far side. We played 52 minutes. Brazil still leading here, as they were at half-time, by 3-0. Short goal kick will be taken by the Arsenal man, Gabriel, to the Liverpool goalkeeper, Alisson. Pings a long ball almost without any effort at all up towards Vinicius Junior. 2 white-shirted defenders get there ahead of him and head it away, but Vinicius Junior has been set away down the left-hand side. The through ball from Douglas Santos. It's cleared away by Duvan. Keep it in play on the far side. Dominic Simon. Simon wrestling away against Douglas Santos. Free kick has been given. Foul by Santos. Paqueta's had a very good game in the midfield for Brazil. You know, he's alongside Casemiro and Guimaraes. Very, very talented midfield 3. He's been the standout player of the 3, without any question at all. He's looked the productive man. He's looked the one that's rolled his sleeves up just that little bit more. Header away from Gabriel. It's returned from whence it came by Experience. And now the ball over the top, and this is where Vinicius Junior can turn on the burners. He's done well to get any sort of touch on that as Duvan. It's pinged over to this near side by Arde. Experience, the wing back, left wing back. That's a good ball forward. Maquinos gobbles it up. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. It's going to be a throw into Haiti, level with the edge of the penalty area. Brazil warming up there. Many substitutes. Neymar on the bench. No, just a few. Hendrick as well, the youngster of Barcelona, who had a very good spell in the second half of the season on loan at Lyon in France. Thiago started the first game on the bench as well, the Brentford man. Here come Haiti coming forward down this near side with Providence. Providence trying to make his way into the penalty area. Maquinos taking no prisoners, gets the ball clear, comes back again on Dominic Simon. Simon out of position at the moment, but trying to work his way forward. Simon has added an extra dimension to the midfield by coming on his holding central midfielder, which means that they are kind of going again with a more orthodox 4 at the back, which is what they played against Scotland. So here come Brazil. This is Vinicius Jr. arcing his way into the penalty area on the right-hand side now. Still got the ball, needs a bit of support. When he plays the ball in, Casemiro and the referee get in one another's way, and the ball seemed to not be part of the equation. So Simon now holding the midfield. Duvern's gone to right back, and Arde and Lacroix in the middle of that defence. Experienced more of a left back than a wing back in this second half. And they've played 11 minutes of this second half of Haiti. Find themselves 3-0 behind. They've been lost to Scotland. You feel that their existence in this competition is not going to make it through beyond the group stages. They've got 1 or 2 very talented players. It's not going to be an easy group to get out of. You had to get something from the opening game against Scotland, really, and they didn't. Here come Haiti, up towards the edge of the penalty area, cutting inside. This is Zunzak. Bellegarde, across to the left-hand side, taken nicely by Providence. Edge of the penalty area, whips one in. It's flicked on, but straight into the arms of goalkeeper Allison. And I have to say, that was an easy catch, and probably the most expanded he's been all evening, Allison. And that was just a simple catch from a ball dropping out of the sky. Here's the 2-goal hero, Cunha. Back inside to Casemiro, reverses it further back still to Danilo. Wandering up towards the halfway line with Maquinos. Danilo across to the far side. It's a bit of a stretch for Gabriel, but Gunner's man gets there. And then gets it back from Douglas Santos into the midfield, and Casemiro slaying it off to Paqueta. And now Vinicius Jr. turns. He's got something to run at. 4 defenders in front of him. Gets it out wide to Santos. Vinicius Jr. This is Paqueta. Back out wide again. And then played down the line towards Vinicius Jr. Across the face of goal. Sliding in, but not quite able to reach it was Ryan. This is Matheus Cunha on the left-hand side as Brazil recycle. Looking in control at the moment. They've been in control really from the first minute of this game, from the get-go. Paqueta pulling the strings in the midfield. Backwards by Santos to Gabriel. Back into the midfield again, Casemiro. Plays it inside to Cunha. Cunha can sniff a hat-trick, and he would move level with Messi on 3 goals as the top scorer in this competition if he could get another one. Here he is now. Plays it straight back to Ryan. Ryan. Danilo. Now Gabriel to the left-hand side this time, quickly spotting on the left. Vinicius Jr. cuts inside. So the flag is up. It was an offside against Douglas Santos, the left back on the far side. So a free kick to Haiti. So Brazil happy to step back into their own half and let their opponents have it. Zunzak. Simon out wide to this near side, and Ruben Providence. Haiti in all white tonight, all dark blue of Brazil. Haiti kicking from right to left in this second half, trailing by 3-0. 2 goals for Cunha, 1 goal for Vinicius Jr. Rafinha off injured in the first half, and we worry as to whether that might potentially have repercussions. Will he be fit for further participation in this competition? You have to wonder. Here come Haiti again into the penalty area. They've got blue shirts back in numbers, and Casemiro And now Cunha. Still Cunha. Is it inside? It's Casemiro. Almost the perfect ball. And the overlap. And a good interception. Fino went off in the first half with an injury. Was immediately replaced by Ryan. He plays for Bournemouth. Scored in the first half, Rafina. It was disallowed. Then he went through the goalkeeper to beat, put it wide, and he was offside anyway. Haiti coming forward from the midfield. They can just drive themselves forward with Zunzek. On the far side is Casemiro. Back inside by Belgat. A little bit of reinforcement in the middle of that midfield with Simon coming on at half-time. This is a little run from Providence. Can't find a way across in. Good work by Bruno Guimaraes, working hard to ensure that Haiti can't breach that Brazil backline. It's a good run into the penalty area. He's gone really well there as Belgat. And he's managed to win a corner for Haiti. Just past the hour mark. Only their second corner of the game. We're going to see Endrick coming on. And we're going to see Gabriel Martinelli coming on. And we're going to see Lucius coming on as well. Lucius Didson. For Haiti is going to replace Suzue Casemiro. Winger for winger, like for like. They're not going to make their changes, Brazil, whilst defending a corner. In comes the corner to the near post. It's a good save by Alisson and then hooked away from almost underneath the crossbar by Gabriel, but it was a flick on at the near post, and it was the closest by far that Haiti have come, and it was Ricardo Ade who flicked it towards goal. It looked for a moment like it was going to go in. It's a really good save. VAR are having a look at something here. The game has been stopped. It was a great header, flick towards goal. Goalkeeper makes the save. As it's underneath the crossbar, pushed up in the air. The clearance was, in fact, made by Danilo. Really unlucky there, Ricardo Ade. I think it would have changed the course of the game. Cunha is being taken off, so that hat-trick is not going to happen. He's arguing with the referee at the moment. He'll be very happy. Martinelli comes on. Cunha and Paqueta coming off. Surprised at Paqueta. I think he's been excellent in that midfield. Perhaps save him for a more important game. Scotland coming up in a few days' time. Hendrick and Martinelli on to tease and torment further. Providence all the way back to Delcroix. And to the midfield, and Simon. Sideways by Bellegarde. It's Zinzak coming out from the back, ponytailed Zurkervin Duven. On the far side is Lucien Didson. Still 3-0 to Brazil as it was at half time. made those two changes. Hendrick seems has gone down the middle. They've gone attack-minded. Martinelli joining in the midfield on the left-hand side, which is kind of where Paquetá was. Dietzen on the far side of the pitch, the right wing position. Lucian Dietzen, who actually plays here in the USA, in the Major League for Dallas. FC Dallas. Ball into the box and did the weight firmly, and then the shot on the turn. It was a rather lazy finish in the end from Van Duven, who put it wide for a goal kick. It was an initial header away by Gabriel, but they didn't get it clear. And in amongst it all there, Douglas Santos picking up a yellow card, only the third yellow card of the game. The other two in the first half, both handed out by Alejandro Hernandez to two of the Haiti players, and they've both since gone off. So there's now just the one yellow card on the pitch, with just one game so far in this competition that has gone the whole duration without a single yellow. That was the game between England and Croatia, which Croatia lost 4-2. 2 goals for Harry Kane in that one. 2 goals here today for Paquetá. For Cunha, rather. Paquetá and Cunha have just gone off, so there won't be no hat-trick. Messi will keep his top spot in the run for the boot of gold. Martinelli has the ball in his hands. It's a free kick to Brazil. The referee is being questioned by Marquinhos, the captain of Brazil. Standing over it, Bruno Guimaraes. There's a handball. The reason the free kick was given. Ricardo Arde handling the ball. About 25, 26, 27 yards away from goal, left of the D at the edge of the penalty area. Guimaraes won't be shooting, he'll be delivering. So the Newcastle United man, Bruno Guimaraes, chips it into the penalty area. Up goes Marquinhos across the face of the 6-yard line, chasing for it was Gabriel, and then a ball down the line, and Vinicius Junior's pace can be tested again here. That yard of pace is so blistering, and it's just about kept in play over on the far side by Duvan. Duvan goes long with his clearance. No one there though for Haiti. Closed down by Gabriel, placed forward by Santos into the midfield area where Casemiro lays it off. That's a nicely weighted pass by Martinelli to Vinicius Junior, twisting and turning. Nearest 5 players to him at the moment, all in white shirts, but he's managed to keep the ball. This is a great play by Bruno Guimaraes, and a shot off the underside of the crossbar. Well, you don't get much closer than that, but the flag is up on this near side. Brazil thought they had a fourth there. It wouldn't have counted, probably just as well it came back out again for Martinelli's shot. He can't believe he hasn't scored. It would have been a worldie. He was just offside. Don't know, it was very little in it from Vinicius Junior, who laid it on. You've seen it from the ref cam over the goalkeeper. It's the underside of the bar, but comes out. Doesn't cross the line. As we enter the second half. Hydration break here in Philadelphia. 3-0 Brazil lead still in Pennsylvania. Great thing about the weekend games in this competition is that there's another game to come. Turkey against Paraguay. Paraguay brushed aside by the USA, who won again earlier today. 2 wins out of 2. They are through, the hosts. So too Mexico, the co-hosts, after a win last night. Vinicius Junior scored the 3rd goal after a double from Mateus Cunha. Well, Cunha didn't know a lot about the first. It kind of brushed off of him and into the net. The second was a wonderful finish. And, Vinicius Junior racing clear. There was never any doubt that he was going to score to make it 3-0. So two sets of players being spoken to by their respective managers. Well, it's comfortable for Brazil. They've lost Rafinha through injury. There's going to be another change here for Haiti. They're going to give a debut in this competition to the Ferencváros of Hungary player, Lenny Joseph, who's good for a goal at club level. This will be his 9th cap. He's yet to score for Haiti. So we're back with the players coming out for the final quarter of this game. Feels like a game of American football. These hydration breaks cuts the game into 4, doesn't it, pretty much? And they are needed. It's not a commercial criticism by any means. They are needed. Martinelli is now down. He seems to be okay, the Arsenal man. He is still on the ground. He's surrounded by players from both sides, but the medics haven't yet been allowed onto the field. Gabriel seems to be okay. Be a free kick now for Haiti. De Croix is caught late by Hendrick. Another promising young teenager. Scored lots of goals in his spell with Lyon last season in the French league. A long ball over the top will be mopped up at the back by Danilo. Back to Alisson, who takes it perhaps a touch too many there, being closed down quickly by Wilson Isidore. Cleared it into touch on this near side. A little bit of a nervous moment there for Alisson. So, right, a throw into Haiti. 74 minutes gone. Brazil 3, Haiti 0. A sultry, sweaty, sticky evening in Philadelphia. Haiti have themselves a free kick wide on their left-hand side, which is the near side of the pitch. It's whipped in towards goal by Bellegarde. Clearance away will fall at the feet of experience. This is Simon. On that midfield fort at the back behind Zunzak and Bellegarde. It's kept Brazil at bay, that additional midfield player in the second half. But it is a lack of experience on the top table of world football that has ultimately been the undoing of Haiti here. Yet to score in this competition, but they are coming forward now. Very nearly did score early on with that header from Arde that was brilliantly saved by Alisson. Now they're going to try their luck from distance, but the free kick has already gone for the foul on Guimaraes. before the shot was rattled in by Dominic Simon. Brazil 3, Haiti 0. 15 minutes to go. Brazil have all the possession in this game. They've got the 3 goals. They've really had to flex their muscles as much as they probably will need to do in the latter stages of this competition, and they're looking for another one here. It could be 4, it should have been 4, and the shot was flashed over the top on the left-hand side from Douglas Santos. It was a swift attack involving Casemiro and Martinelli in the midfield, and it was helped on to the far side by Rayan, who would have had an assist if it was a finish by Santos, but Santos' shot was high and wide. As Brazil look for a 4th goal to give them a little bit more daylight. Brazil 3, Haiti 0. It's with the Arsenal man, Gabriel. He's had more testing nights of football, I'm sure. Back inside here for Gabriel Martinelli, who's playing a more restricted role in the 3 of the midfield. In a game like this, it's a chance here for 3, and it's Hendrick that slams it through the legs of the goalkeeper, and the youngster is off the mark. Hendrick with his 7th goal for Brazil in 15 games, but it won't count. He was offside, and his celebrations are quickly snipped short. Now, was he off? The answer's yes. Slammed it past the goalkeeper. Off he went to celebrate. The 19-year-old has got a good scoring record for his country. He was in again there. He's not really getting the air miles for Barcelona. There's some top names ahead of him in the pecking order. There's no doubt he's a real talent, though. For the 2nd time tonight, the offside flag denying Brazil a goal. Hit the underside of the crossbar, and they've scored 3 times. It's been a fairly comfortable, routine victory for Carlo Ancelotti's men, who have a throw-in over on the far side, which Vinicius Jr. is going to take. In fact, I think it might be a free kick. It is. It's gone all the way back to Alisson in quite pink and multicoloured goalkeeping outfit tonight. Seem to pick some rather colourful outfits, both Liverpool and Brazil, for the big Brazilian man. Doesn't seem to look quite right in pink, does he, Alisson? Very good goalkeeper, though. Very, very good goalkeeper. One of the best in the world, there's no doubt about that. Here come Haiti, who, with the exception of New Zealand, are the lowest ranked side in this competition. Although they did beat New Zealand 4-0 in a friendly a couple of weeks before the start of this tournament. Trying to work their way into the penalty area, but slammed away by Danilo. Didn't quite work out for Lenny Joseph and Isidore there, the 2 subs trying to combine. Spanish referee has shown just 3 yellow cards all evening. It's been fairly low-key. Could have shown a red, potentially, in the 1st half. So it was just a yellow card shown to Carlin Zarkos, who went off at half-time with that yellow card, funny enough. Couple of changes for Brazil. The first of those is going to be Danilo Santos, who plays in the homeland for Botafogo. He's going to come on for Vinicius Junior, going to rest some big guns here. Edison Silva of Atalanta in Italy is coming on as well, and he's going to replace Bruno Guimaraes. So like for like, as the Atalanta midfielder will come on and sit in the hole for only his 4th appearance for his country. A rest for Guimaraes and a rest for Vinicius Junior. 2 goal scorers for Brazil tonight have both now gone off. Taz Cunha with 2. And Vinicius Junior with 1. Change is in the offing as well, with Derek Etienne Jr. coming on for Jean-Jacques Bellegarde. That's pretty much capacity tonight for this stadium here in Pennsylvania. It's 800 shy of its 69,000 capacity, full mainly with Brazilians as they come forward looking for a 4th. Here's Martinelli, edge of the penalty area, quick feet, gets it wide. This is a chance maybe to get the ball in for Edison, who's only just come on as a sub. Edison again winning the ball back, but that's a foul by Edison. Turned his back on the opponent and barged into him with his hip. That was definitely a foul. Confirmation, the graphics and the green line, that he was offside for that disallowed goal, Endrick. Got 8 minutes left in this game. Brazilians around the world preparing to celebrate a routine victory. I don't think it was ever in doubt, even at 0-0 after 20 minutes. Brazil were always there to flex their muscles, and once Cunha's goal went in, you felt that there was only ever one outcome. It's been very comfortable for Brazil. You're not going to judge them on this performance alone. Very surprised if Haiti got beyond the group stages. To do that, they've got to beat Morocco. And then they've got to hope that goal difference goes their way when Brazil plays Scotland. They've got to build that goal difference up themselves against Morocco. It is a tall order for them to get out of this group as one of the best qualifying 3rd place teams. They can theoretically finish 2nd, but it's going to take goal swings and miracles, really. There's a competition since the first goal went in. You felt that the competition in this game has been gone, but here come Haiti. Everyone's left the ball behind there, and then Casemiro finding Edison. Edison goes back to his goalkeeper. Long clearance from Alisson. Looked like a trip on Martinelli. Referee says play on. Brought out from the back by Duvert. That's a nice ball out to this near side, and Derek Etienne Jr. Down goes Makinos. Looks like he was fouled by Martin Experience. It was Casemiro, in fact, but he made a right meal of it. Seemed to get the touch and then leaped into the air and went rolling on the ground. 2-3 pirouettes of rolling. That was enough to sell it to the referee. Free kick has been given to Brazil, and they've got a little over 5 minutes to see this one over the line. There will be 3 minutes of stoppage time plus whatever other time is added on. So we've probably still got, at the very least, 10 minutes of play to go in this one. I don't think there's any chance that Haiti are going to get 3 goals that they will probably need to keep a realistic hope of staying in the competition alive. They are giving it a go. Long ball forward, trying to find Wilson Isidore. Ball through the middle is ushered back by Danilo to goalkeeper Alisson with the help of his captain Marquinhos. Brazil, 5 minutes to go, leading 3-0. Cruise control. I think that's a good way of summing up this game. 1 goal for Vinicius Jr. Before that, 2 goals from Matheus Cunha. We've had goals from Endrick, and before that, Rafinha disallowed for offside. Seen a shot from Martinelli flash against the crossbar. Whilst it's 3-0. Another day, it might well have been 6. Picked up at the back by Zonker van Duvern, but the through ball was so easy for Brazil to deal with. Alisson picks it up, bowls it overarm. To Douglas Santos in the left back position. It's an easy night for Gabriel. He's not really been tested tonight. Strolled in the park for him and Marquinhos. Marquinhos gets it wide to this near side. It's Rayan. Rayan fouled from behind. So a free kick to Brazil inside their own half. The foul was by Martin Experience. So Marquinhos with a free kick, which he just pokes forward to Casemiro. Casemiro under a little bit of pressure, goes back to Alisson, takes a touch, wipes it sideways. Marquinhos finding Danilo. Good press by Martin Experience to put the ball out for a throw into Brazil. 3.5 minutes plus 3 minutes of hydration break stoppage time, plus whatever the referee and his 4th official decide to add on in addition. This is a good, powerful run into the penalty area by Wilson Isidore. Well, it needed action from the Brazilian defence, and Isidore, when he gets in those positions, can really crank his way through the gears. He's won a corner off of Alisson. Coming in from the side edge of the penalty area. It's been played short. It's down the line. Wilson Isidore is waiting for it. They've got the 2 big men up from the back, but the cross is very poor. It's a neat interchange on the short corner from Didson. Now they come again with Etienne Jr. Cut out by midfield man Edison. But they still have it here, Haiti. They trail by 3-0. Brazil are on their way to the top of Group C. Don't forget, you can watch this match in Group C anywhere you are around the world on your local or regional or national television broadcaster. You are listening to studio-based off-tube commentary of Brazil against Haiti from the Philadelphia Stadium. It's 3-0 in Pennsylvania here. Brazil in cruise control. Vinicius Jr. is in on the act, another goal. As we see a shot from fully 30 yards from Zuckervan Duvan. Well, if that one flies in, it's probably goal of the tournament, but let's just get this one into perspective very quickly. It was closer to the corner flag than it was the goal. And there was certainly no test for Alisson. Worries. Well, they've yet to score in this competition. You've yet to pick up a point, and it does look like Haiti are going to be one of the first teams to be eliminated from the competition. They are still in with a fighting chance of finishing 3rd. For that to happen, they will have to rely on a goal swing somewhere. They'll have to win handsomely against Morocco, or Scotland lose big style against Brazil in the final match. Long punt down the middle, and off they go again here. It's inside from Etienne Jr. Still Etienne Jr. Can he get the shot away? No, not quite. It's played out towards the right-hand side. He chose the wrong option there. Isidore can't find a way through. They've got a man down inside the penalty area, and then the flag goes up against Didson. On the far side, it's offside against Didson, and a free kick to Brazil. We've got about 30 seconds of the 90 to go. We will find out in a minute how many more minutes to be bolted on to the original 90. But one thing that's for certain, Brazil are going to win this one and win it at a canter. The only question is whether they can just keep hold of that clean sheet. They've had their moments in the game, Haiti, not too many chances. Arde's header from the corner produced a good save from Alisson. That's about the only action he's had to endure. 5 minutes of stoppage time as the ball's played down the line on the far side, hits the corner flag, stays in play and then dribbles out. Fourth official says 5 minutes, so 2 minutes plus 5, 2 minutes plus 3 from the hydration break, so 5 minutes to go. Makinos inside his own penalty area, chips it carefully down the line. Held up well by Raya. The Bournemouth man plays it inside. This is Edison. Edison up through the lines and turning with the ball is Endrick, and Endrick playing the ball inside. This is good from Martinelli across the face of goal, and he was swallowing the ball up at the back post, Edison, but he couldn't get his feet right, and he's ended up putting it behind for a goal kick when really, if he gets his feet sorted quicker, that's probably 4-0. Brazil in cruise control. It doesn't matter that they don't score a fourth goal. This would give them and Morocco 4 points from 6. 4 points from a possible 6, that is, not from 6 matches. And, I feel like those two are the two that will go through. But Scotland on 3 points. Is that going to be enough for third place? I feel as if they perhaps need something against Brazil. Here's Martinelli up towards the edge of the penalty area, dabs it forward. Endrick turns inside, can't keep his foot in. He's just too physical for him there in the end. Lacroix. There's Casemiro winning it back in the midfield, back to his captain at the back, Makinos, who has glided through this game without breaking sweat or breaking into anything resembling a sprint either. It's been very easy for that Brazilian defence. Gabriel Marquinhos, it's been like a training session. Into the feet of Endrick. He's been brought down from behind by Zakurvin Duven. It's going to be a free kick. It was very clumsy. In fact, it was Arden. They've not disgraced themselves in this performance, Haiti. They've just been head and shoulders above Haiti, Brazil, in every department. Ryan has gone down injured, but he's back up again now, and Brazil have a free kick midway inside the opposition half. Danilo standing over the ball. Got 2 Danilos on the pitch, by the way. This is the new Danilo. Try and differentiate between the two. You've got Danilo Luiz at right back, who started, Danilo Santos, who's now come on. Now here come Haiti, trying to stretch the play out towards the left-hand side. Derek Etienne Jr. cuts inside. What can he deliver? Can't find room for the shot. He can find a teammate, and it's a hit from distance, and it wasn't a bad hit from Simon. Pushed away by Allison. Well, it was on target. It's a save you expect the goalkeeper to make. One that he watched carefully and pushed away with ease. Brazil 3, Haiti 0. They've kept a clean sheet in this second half so far, Haiti. Comes across from the corner. It's flicked on again. Of course, 1 or 2 problems from these corners, you know, Haiti. It was, again, Ardate that was in the thick of the action, but the assistant referee on the far side has once again raised his flag against Arden, and a free kick goes the way of Brazil, and we've got about 90 seconds remaining in injury time. Brazil on their way to 3 points. They will go top on goal difference. Long ball forward is quickly headed forward by Hannes Lacroix. Taken on the chest by Martin Esperiance. Down the line it goes. Derek Etienne running into traffic. Good challenge coming in from Makinos, who keeps tabs on Etienne Jr. Does well. Well, Brazil, clean sheet, tick. Comfortable win, tick. Another goal for Vinicius Jr., tick. An injury for Rafinha, perhaps a concern. Haiti have got themselves a free kick here. This is the dying seconds of stoppage time. It's played in towards a penalty area. Can they get one back? First World Tournament goal since the early to mid-70s. We'll have to wait because the final whistle has blown here, and Carlo Ancelotti's side have cruised to a 3-0 win. All the goals coming in the first half. 2 goals coming from Mateus Cunha and 1 right on half-time from Vinicius Junior. 2 in 2 for him now. Brazil go to the top of the tree in Group C. 4 points from a possible 6. They and Morocco leading the way. Scotland on 3 points. It does mean that the only way that Haiti can go through is the